Right then, we are live. Hello to everyone there on Instagram. Hello to everyone else over there, everywhere else across the world. Good morning, good morning. It is Monday morning, 8 a.m. here in the UK. It's a bit grey. It's a little bit dark, and probably the perfect time, absolutely the perfect time to discuss, Monday motivation. What's holding you back? I think that's a really important question. What's holding you back? I spent a long time just doing the same thing over and over again, just repeating the same processes over and over again until they didn't work anymore. But by then it was too late, basically. So really, really important to understand what's holding us back in life. What is the problem? And I'll be honest, majority of the time, it's us. It's us. It's up to us to actually make a difference. It's up to us to change our lives. It's up to us to do something of note. Now, there's a lot of clues. People leave a lot of clues. And as I've got more into psychology and coaching and understanding people more and more, I've started to notice clues in people. I've got a few here from a book. It's from Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. But there's a few great clues here that I think are really interesting. So we leave a lot of non-verbal clues to start with. So things that could be holding us back. We have non-verbal clues. So we feel a little bit uncomfortable, or we always turn up late. Or we're procrastinating, we get busy doing lots of other things, but we don't actually do the thing that's going to bring us the most joy, the most service to humanity, and then obviously the most return on our time invested. So it's really important those non-verbal clues are there, and you need to start to become self-aware of those non-verbal clues. Am I procrastinating? Am I just sitting on this? Am I not doing anything, about it? We can also end up creating or destroying different relationships, moving in and out of relationships in order to distract ourselves. There's a great many things that we can do, but these are non-verbal clues. It's worth researching. In all honesty, it's worth researching those non-verbal clues about what's holding you back. We can also make lots of assumptions like, it wouldn't do me any good, or, this isn't for me, or I don't want to do it. It's like resistance. And we often get it. There's a lot of resistance within most human beings, to be honest. And the important things is actually sort of overcoming this resistance. There's another fantastic book called Fear. Let me get it right. Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. And Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway is a marvelous book and well worth a read. But there's lots of beliefs. We often have a lot of beliefs within us that we've been programmed from a young age. And we have these beliefs like, it's too much, it's too like hard work, it would take me too long. Let me tell you something very, very quickly. The first course that I did after I came out of being a full-time DJ and music professional to change my life took me 4 weeks. 4 weeks is all it took for me to study and get a qualification. And with that qualification, I could go out and start doing something different. So only 4 weeks to study. That's all I needed to be able to just change the course of my life. I'd been putting that off for years. And I didn't do any exams from leaving school. I wasn't even very good at those. But my point to you is that you can do whatever you want to do. It's Monday motivation. You just got to make those changes. This has been this COVID-19 has been a sea change for many, many people. So many people are starting to change the way they want to work and the way they want to live and be in the world. And I think that's great. It's an important chance to actually have a breather for many people. So there's lots of other things here as well. Now, self-concepts, these are good. I speak to a lot of people and the self-concepts that we hold about ourselves can hold us back. Here's a few. You ready? I'm too old. That's a beauty. I hear that a lot. I'm too old. It's too late for me. It's never too late. You can change and do anything. There's stories in Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill where people were bankrupt at 60 years of age in 1930. And by the time they were 70, they were millionaires. So please don't tell me that you're too old. 60 to 70 can be your most productive years. 70 to 80, even if you want to do that, although most of you will probably want to be on the golf course. But the bottom line is that, it's really, really important to understand that you're never too old. I'm not too young either. You know what I mean? Some people are, I'm too young for that. I'm too old for that. I'm too fat. I'm too thin. I'm too short. I'm too tall. I'm too lazy. There's a lot of twos here, isn't there? I'm too this. I'm too that. I'm too this. This is your story and you're holding on to it. Okay. It's time to put the story down and move forward, right? That's what it's about. This is Monday motivation, So We also get into delaying tactics or denial. I'll do it later. I'll put it off. I'll think about it tomorrow. I can't do it now. All that kind of stuff. I organize my diary very, very carefully, and I make sure that I go through my diary and get it into a really, really strong place. So I just take care of the important things that must be done on that day. Really, really important, that Monday motivation. Good morning, all the guys on Instagram. Ian, Funky Music, Martin Looms, Ricky Morrison. How are you, mate? Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday morning motivation. Let's get going for the week. Remember, what we do throughout the week is we add service, we give value, or the other way around, probably we give we give service and we add value. It's so important because that's how we make money. That's how we get paid. Add service, give service, add value. Really, really important when you're out there. Just remember that, and always leave everyone with the impression of increase throughout the day. Everywhere you go, add a bit of value to that person, give them a little bit extra, and you'll find it just comes back to you. The universe just provides for you, just gives back to you. Hi there from Twitter. Hi, nice to meet you from Canada. Hello, how you doing? Put your name if you want to shout as well, of course. The Monday motivation, we have to get going. We have to be ready. We have to go for this, and we have to get moving. It's so important to understand that it's fear that holds us back. Fears hold us back. It's important to understand that. So there'll be things like I might fail, or they might reject me. What would the neighbours think? I've heard that before. Other people were going to say this, other people were going to say that. That's just your innermost fears holding on. Just let them go. Let them go. It's not serving you in any way, shape, or form. A lot of people in relationships, if you're married and I'm afraid to tell my husband or wife that I want to change or something like that, the best relationships are when you do talk about it and then you grow together. And that's so important. And then you just keep going and keep going and keep going. So I may have to change. It might cost me money. Well, of course, if you invest in yourself, it's going to cost you a couple of quid, but that's okay as well. It's really, really important. I'm afraid to express my feelings. I don't want to talk about it. I don't have the energy. I may lose my freedom. It's too hard. There's so many of these things that people can struggle with. And ultimately, it's our job to overcome them. Okay. It is our job to overcome these things. So important that we face up to them and we work with them. Now, I've been fortunate enough to go through lots of training over the last 10 years, and I continue to train myself and read books and study myself and study what's going on. There's another great book here. Obviously, I've just been reading a few things here from Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life, which is a fabulous book. There you go, Instagram. You can see that. You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And this one here, U Squared, by Price Pritchett. There's a great story I shared last night at the start of it about a small fly trying to get out of a window, and it's banging its head against the wall, and it has, if it just turned around and went a different direction, it would find itself in a much smarter and a safer place. But as it is, it might not see that, and it'll end up on the ledge. It's so important to make those changes. I've studied many things now on happiness and health, and the Life Remix book is coming out, and it's got so many strategies on happiness and health for you. Of course, you can pre-order now at markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. We'd be honored to have your pre-order, and you will get a signed copy. So many people asking me for signed copies. Of course, you can have a signed copy if you put the pre-order in ASAP. Book's released in February. It's exciting times. I've studied a lot. I had a lot of fun. Things went bad, and then I fixed it. And the strategies are all in the book for you. I really hope it adds some great value to your lives. So Monday morning motivation is about facing your fears. Okay. If you've got things that are holding you back, make a list of them, write them down and understand what it is about you, what it is about your story that's saying, well, it's all right for him, but I can't do that. Yeah, because that can happen a lot. Or you can do it, I can't. I used to think that a lot as well, by the way. I used to think that a lot. I used to be a DJ running around the globe, doing all kinds of stuff full time. And there was people who were a lot more successful than me. And I used to think, well, that's okay for you, but it's just not going to happen to me. It's not for me. It's not, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy enough. It used to happen a lot. And I think ultimately we need to understand that what it is about ourselves. My negative thoughts and my problems came from or all stemmed from negative thinking. And if you understood the power of a negative thought, you'd never have another one. And that is something that I say quite often. It's in the book as a quote, and someone picked up on it earlier this week and absolutely loved it, which was great. But if you understood the power of a negative thought, you'd never have another one. so important to get your head around that, not allow any negative thoughts to win. Because ultimately, this is your life, this is your choice, this is your vibe, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. There's some other great quotes in the book from intelligent people all around the world. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah, just remember that. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else. It's only you and your journey. That's all that matters, and then put out the positive vibes. And like ripples in a pond, things will get better and better and better. I promise you that. I absolutely promise you that. Another great quote: what anyone else thinks of you is none of your business. Just say that over and over and over again. Don't worry about what the neighbors think. The neighbors are always moving. The neighbors go. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's just about you and your journey. Don't waste time. Don't procrastinate. Start to focus on getting knowledge and getting understanding. Okay. Every personal development guru I've ever listened to said, find someone who's living the way you would like to live and then copy them. And I just took that literally. I said, fine, okay, fine. So I copied Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, now Kevin Green here in the UK. And I just copy these guys. I just copy them, because the more I copy them, the more successful I get and the more things happen. So I think that's so important for you guys. Just get a few shouts out here around the world. Hi, Ian, thanks for the wave. Good morning, Lisa. Morning, Roy. Morning, Danielle. Marvelous to have all you guys with us. So I'll just check a couple of other places and make sure we're all good. If you want to put any comments or any Monday motivations into the chat box, then of course, please do. We had some great questions last night that were posted. So that was really interesting. You can watch that video back as well if you would like to. Yeah, this week I've got the joy, the honor of having Brandon Block with me on Wednesday night here in the UK. So Brandon will be here with me live 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday evening. We're going to start coming out of lockdown here in the UK, although there's not that much going to change, but we'll be able to go back to the gym and we'll be able to go to some shops and do some Christmas shopping. So it's all bad. It's not all bad. Hi, Emma. How are you? Great to have you with us as well. Don't forget to go to streamyard.com/Facebook so that I can actually see your name when it comes up. Michael, good morning. Yes, Brandon Block will be with me on Wednesday evening. I'm really excited to have Brandon with us. It's going to be a fun chat. Wednesday evening, 7:30 p.m. here in London, GMT, that is. We're going to be talking about music. We're going to be talking about DJing. We're going to be talking about addiction. Obviously, we've both had our issues around addictions. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. So that's going to be really, really exciting. Potentially messy. It might have been messy, Michael. It might have been messy 20 years ago. We've both come through a journey. I mean, Brandon was near death. He was in a bad way. And we'll be talking about that because mine could also be perceived as self-destruction. Good morning, Mark. How are you, mate? Mark Lusty just joining us there on Instagram. Yes, it can be, those addictions can be, if you're addicted to the wrong things, certainly, or the bad things of life, they can be self-destructive. And those self-destructive addictions will take you down. They certainly did me, and they certainly did Brandon. Now, I've also been using a self-awareness tool for the last 10 years called e-Colors by a company called Equilibria. And those of you around me will know something about that, but it's a fantastic tool that I used in the corporate world to go from signing on. Good morning. Great. Thanks for joining us, guys. Please do put your name at the end of the comment, unless you've gone to streamyard.com/Facebook, and then I can see who you are. But yes, I've been using a tool called Equilibria and e-Colors, and I'm very honored that Lewis Senior has now agreed to write another part to the forward to the book. So I'm really excited about Life Remix forwards. We've got Danny Ramplin, we've got Lewis Senior from Equilibria, and we've also got Kevin Green, of course, my business coach and mentor. So all three of those guys have written forwards for the book. Exciting times, and Life Remixed, you can see the cover over there. It's available now at Mark Wilkinson, or it's available to pre-order now at markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. I will remember that, I promise you. But yeah, wonderful to have all you guys with us. And this Monday motivation is just to get your energy going. Good morning, Bernadette. It's great to have you on board. And Jags as well. Fantastic. Excellent. Good morning. The last few days of full-time working at home. And hi, Elaine. Elaine is there from Twitter as well. Morning, Squire. Thank you very much. It's great to have so many of you here joining us. So we're talking about Monday motivation, been talking about quotes and things that can actually get you moving and get you buzzing. You deserve a great life, by the way. You deserve a great life. You were born to do more than wake up in the morning, go and work for someone else, pay some bills, and then retire and then die. Dina from Vancouver. Thank you. That's fantastic. You may be our furthest listener this morning. We do have some fantastic friends over there in Canada. It must be Vancouver. Okay, no. So it's late night there. Okay, yeah. I know my time zones quite well. Having travelled around the world to 65 countries as a DJ when I was younger, I do know my time zones pretty well. But at the end of the day, Monday motivation, so important. Many people wake up on a Monday and they're not looking forward to the week, or on a Sunday evening, they're not looking forward to their week. That's just a sign. That's a signal straight away. You need to be listening. You need to be listening to what's going on. You have to find, you spend so much time doing your work, work. Don't call it work. I don't work at all. Honestly, I don't work at all anymore. I get up, I enjoy my day, and then I rest in the evening and I get a good night's sleep. It's vital. It's vital for all of us. That's how you get the juice of life. That's how you get the buzz of life. Find what you love to do and then find a way to make a living at it. Honestly, you can do this. I've got 10 companies now, 4 property companies, a book, coaching, working with Kevin Green. I do so many things. And it's vital that you find your buzz and you find something that's going to get you going. Don't come up with all the I'm too this, I'm too that, or I can't do that, or I can't, these things are self-defeating. Become aware of the words you're speaking, because the words you're speaking are the thoughts you're having. They're the vibration that you're in, because you can feel the vibration in your voice box. So they're the vibration that you're in. That vibration goes all the way into your subconscious and then comes out in your actions. So be really conscious. Remember what I said. If you knew the power of a negative thought, you'd never have another one. If you had that power, if you understood that power, those negative thoughts can be self-destructive, very much so. And ultimately, I got into positive thinking. And a lot of people are like, positive thinking. It's just about training yourself. It's about training yourself. You won't have a positive life if you don't think positively. Everything starts with a thought. And it's about retraining those thoughts. And the quickest way to do it, mantras, affirmations, same thing, and your imagination. That's how I crossed the finish line of the London Marathon. We're just reading back the edit of Life Remixed at the moment. I'm just reading back the edit. And I was reading it last night, and I was just thinking about, visualization. I used to lay there every night while I was training for the London Marathon. I'd lay there every night and think about running past the Buckingham Palace, up the Mall to the finish line. That's exactly what I used to think all the time. I just used to visualize it, think about it, feel how good it would feel. And then it's exactly how we did it. So it's really, really interesting that you can actually create and visualize a life and then go for it. The life I lead today is the life that I visualized 10 years ago when coming out of bankruptcy. And so now I'm visualizing the life of what's going to be like when I'm 60. It's possible. You just got to achieve it. You've got to go for it. You've got to get your head around this stuff, okay? Because ultimately, once you understand that the life you're living is the life that you've imagined, well, why not start imagining something better? You deserve it. Just repeat. If you don't feel it, just repeat after me. I am good enough. I am good enough. I am good enough. I am good enough. Feel it deep in your heart, and then just go and release that energy out into the day. Start being grateful for everything. My 3 really quick strategies to get you over kind of any challenges. Forgiveness. Start with yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive everyone else around you, and then go for it. So forgive. Get into acceptance. Just totally accept what's going on. I can only change myself. I can't change any one of you, and I certainly can't change the great wider world. I can just change myself. Wasn't it Gandhi that said, be the change you want to see? Morning, Tony. So good, mate. Love it. Cheers, Tony. I'll be seeing you at the gym on Wednesday morning time, when it reopens here in the UK. So just remember to be the change you want to see. So forgiveness, okay? Just let go of everything. Forgive means to let go of completely. Then get into acceptance, get into proper acceptance of yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself why you're so great, why you love yourself. Feel good. And then start to feel grateful. I'm so grateful that I can just talk to all of you guys like all of you guys like this. It's so good. It's so good to be able to just communicate with so many of you. Thanks for all the messages that are coming in across Instagram and all the other socials. I love it. It's so good to know that we can engage like this. So forgiveness, acceptance, gratitude. And I'll give you the other one in the next step. When you get into gratitude, you start to feel enthusiastic. And I hope you can tell that I'm enthusiastic. Okay. I'm so enthusiastic about life, about love, about everything. Okay. The word enthusiastic actually comes from a Greek word, entheos, which actually means in God. So whatever you want to call God, it's within you. And that love, that power, that enthusiasm, that's when you're feeling really, really good. And it's so important just to get your head around this. So, you know, as I said, Life Remixed is all about these kind of strategies. You know, the book's out in February, but you can pre-order now. If you pre-order, you will get a signed copy and a free gift and a few other lovely things from us for being our supporter and being around. And as I said, there's so much stuff in this book for you. There's so much stuff that you can grab hold of and start to work with. So I'm absolutely loving it. I love my morning interactions with you all. Fantastic to have you all with us. I know some of my good friends and clients all listening in as well. Here in the UK, things are going to open up a little bit more on Wednesday. So we'll have a few more freedoms again. And it's not going to be too long. It's not going to be too long before things start to get back to some kind of normality in 2021. Tony says, is it on audiobook as well? Yes, audiobook will be coming out. We'll be doing the book release on paperback and Kindle in February, and then I'll be doing an audiobook after that. There's a whole debate about whether or not I should use my own accent or I should have a professional to come in and read it with the top and tail from me. I kind of think I should do it myself, to be honest. This Cockney accent has got me far, so perhaps I should be doing that myself. But yeah, the audiobook will be coming out in due course next year. First of all, paperback. We've got lots of great plans. We've got lots of great plans to help as many people as possible. I've got two different things here. Ian says I should use a professional to do it. Thanks, E. Cheers, mate. And Tony says you should read it. Thank you, mate. Yes, I'm going with Tony, and you can jog on. But anyway, it's all fun. It's all fun and games. Yeah, look, Monday motivation. Keep smiling. So important. Remember to tell your face about the fact you're feeling good. Keep smiling. Share that good vibes with other people. And you know, stick with us throughout the week. I'm going to be back tomorrow evening with we call Life Remix Samples on a Tuesday night at 7:30. So I've done chapter 1 and 2, and you can find those. Be true to your accent from Harry. That's it, Harry. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Nigella should read it from Michael. That's a beauty. Nigella. Yes. Yes, Michael. Yeah, I'll get right on that. It's a beauty. So, as I was saying, so this week, tomorrow night, we've got Life Remix Samples. And I'll be doing chapter 3 tomorrow night, chapter 3 called Lost in Music, because I was lost in music. I was DJing, traveling around the globe, but losing my way spectacularly well. And we'll also cover that at 7:30 on Wednesday when I'm going to be talking to Brandon Block. Brandon will be here with me live 7:30 p.m. Wednesday evening. We'll be talking about music, DJing, record producing, radio presenting, everything you can imagine around music, and also, of course, the addictions that took us both down there. Thankfully, we've both passed that and moved on, and now we help other people, which is so important. So Brandon's with me on Wednesday, and then on Saturday night I've got Chris Roberts. Chris Roberts is going to be DJing with me on Saturday night here live from the studio to the world, playing some great tunes. So that's an exciting week to look forward to. I'm buzzing. It's Monday motivation. You must be buzzing too. I want to say big love to all of you. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I will interact and come out again, some ad hoc ones as well, but the schedule is out there as well. And if you'd like to pre-order, just go to markwilkinsonofficial.com/shop. And you can pre-order a signed copy of Life Remix, which will be with you in February, but a few free gifts before then. So listen, I've got nothing but love for all of you. Thank you, Martin. Thanks for all of you for being involved here. It's been fantastic. I'll just jump on now and just have a couple of chats with you. It's exciting times here at Wilkie Towers. So we've got nothing but love for you. Have a great week. I'm checking out. See you later.